Show the glow. Show the glow. Show the glow. Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Over the Years. My name is Tim. I'm a full-time reseller on, see if I can get this right this time, 7 platforms. That's eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, and whatnot. If you guys are unfamiliar with whatnot, it is a live streaming auction site. You guys can find a link to that in the description of this video. Also, we do live vintage sales every Monday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can watch the previews, which are also live for those sales every Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend I was super fortunate and I came across an estate sale that had a lot of glass. And so I bought a lot of pieces. I typically don't shop estate sales in this area as much as I used to because I feel like the prices are a little bit more eBay driven. Excuse me. And so because of that, it doesn't leave a lot of profit margin for me. And unfortunately, that's what I am in the business for. That is how I pay the bills. But this place was 50% off, and the ladies that were running it were, I believe they were actually part of the family and not an estate sale company. And their prices were still close to actual retail value prices, but it was 50% off. And so when I went there, I was expecting there to be, just some scraps left. There was just tables and tables and tables of glass. And the ladies that were working the estate sale were super nice. And for those of you that don't know, I pride myself on my manners. So it's obviously I don't do it for the purpose of getting something in return. I do it because, my mom and my father raised me to be very well mannered. And so, the women that were working the estate sale, they were super, responsive to that. And we just had a good connection, and so they gave me a little bit more of a discount than the 50%, but not like a lot. But obviously I bought a lot of glass, and today we are going to be showing you nothing but uranium glass. So for those of you that don't know, uranium glass is a type of glass that will glow under a black light because it contains uranium oxide. There's different types of uranium glass. Obviously, you have like just green uranium glass. You have a yellow colored uranium glass, which is commonly referred to as Vaseline glass. You also have custard glass, which is like a custard color, but also glows under a black light. And then there's tons of other uranium style glassware that is already out there in different colors, blue, pink, other colors such as those. And if you guys are unfamiliar with how to photograph uranium glass, we actually have a video in our how-to section playlist of our YouTube channel. I'll put a link for that in the up top, and that will show you guys how we photograph uranium glass. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some of these items. I will be putting pictures and videos in the corners of the screen so that you guys can see what these look like a little bit more up close, since right now I'm a little far away from the camera. First up, so this is a piece of Vaseline glass. Excuse me. And that is because it is this shade of color. But this is made by Fenton Glass Company. They call this color that they produce, they call it topaz. So this is topaz opalescent Fenton hobnail bud vase. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you guys can see it on the screen right now, glowing and not glowing, but just a very, very beautiful piece. I love the thickness of this opalescence in these pieces. It's almost like a cloud of smoke or milk. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this was a really nice piece. And like I said, I did pay up a little bit. I mean, I paid up a lot more than what I'm used to paying, but I did pay up a little bit, but definitely well worth it on these pieces. And a lot of these pieces will be available in our live vintage sale, which will be tonight. And then you'll see some pieces in next week's live vintage sale. Next up, we have another piece of Fenton glass, topaz opalescent Vaseline glass. This one, the name of this pattern is called Lily of the Valley. And you can see it has a different pattern down here at the base. This one's also a little bit taller, has a little bit more of a swung top right here. But once again, just absolutely gorgeous in the color, gorgeous in the opalescence. Just a fabulous, fabulous piece. I can't stress that enough. I absolutely... Fenton Topaz is one of my favorite Vaseline glass / uranium glass pieces. Absolutely love the color, the design. It's just really gorgeous. Pieces like these, they stand alone on themselves without even having to be under a black light. So that's why I always appreciate those as well a little bit more. And so the value on these pieces will range drastically. You'll notice that sometimes people will not know that some of these pieces will glow, and therefore they will underprice them sometimes. And then a lot of times you'll see them be extremely overpriced because they glow or because they're made by Fenton. A lot of times people tend to overprice Fenton glass. But some of these pieces, you know, will carry some really nice value. But I just wanted to let you guys know that because I don't have any comps up on the screen right now. I have so much. I'm super busy, obviously, with the live sales, but I did want to give you guys an opportunity to see some of these and how gorgeous they are. I'll try and, you know, those two vases right there are probably, you know, somewhere between the $40 and $70 range, probably like 40 for the smaller one and 70 for the larger one. And here we have a Fenton glass hobnail master salt cellar. These can also be used as like tea lights, you know, like a candle votive. You can kind of put a candle in there. But this is a really awesome piece. It's super difficult to find these, obviously, without any sort of damage to the hobnails, just because, I mean, they're just prone to being chipped. But this one's in pretty good condition. It's got a couple of flea bites on a couple of the top hobnails, but for the most part, it's in really good shape. And a really cool piece there. I mean, look at how vibrant that green is. And up next, we have a handbell made by Fenton Glass Company. The name of this pattern is Daisy and Button. You can see the daisies and then you can see the buttons right there. The name of this color made by Fenton Glass Company is called Lime Sherbet. So this is Fenton Lime Sherbet Satin Green Daisy and Button handbell. And I love the like beehive top up here. Really fabulous piece. And a lot of these pieces are pre a certain time where they didn't mark Fenton with actually like on the pieces. They would use stickers. So this one does not have like a Fenton marking, but obviously I know that it's Fenton glass. Awesome piece. Okay, so I have to interrupt the regularly scheduled program and show you guys that I did forget a couple of pieces. I don't know how I did that, but I forgot a couple of pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and show those to you guys now. And then, yeah. So this one is a rose bowl, Fenton Custard Satin Rose Bowl. And this is in the Lily of the Valley pattern. Super interesting piece. Really cool. And I'll show you guys how that glows on the screen. I'm gonna put that down there so I have space up top there for you guys. And then also this piece. Dang, I forgot a couple of pieces. Okay, this piece is the is the three-toed crimped vase, and this has like the grape pattern on there. And then I'll put that down there so I have some space to show you guys it glow. Super cool piece. Look at that. And then that black stuff will come off with some peak So I'll clean that up. But really rad. Really, really rad. All right. And then... Ooh. This bud vase. This is the custard satin. And it has the hand-painted roses on there as well. And then I'll put that up top. I'll show you guys that glow. So now we'll get back to the regularly scheduled program. And I totally forgot to look up this color. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna beat myself up for that. Forgot the name of this color off the top of my head, but this is an absolutely stunning piece of glass. So this is Fenton hobnail, obviously. This is what they would call a double crimped vase. Now it's double crimped because it has the main crimping, obviously, that goes around it, but inside each crimp is another crimp. So that's why it's called double crimp. It is hobnail, it is opalescent, and I cannot remember the name of the color. I apologize. But look at that piece. Absolutely gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. Love that piece right there. Just a really unique color. To me, opalescent glass is just, it carries its own sort of beauty. And the other cool thing about, obviously, all this glass is that, you know, this is all hand-blown glass. So no piece is the exact same, which makes it super unique, and I love that about it. But a really gorgeous piece. Wish I could remember the name of this color. It's not Sea Mist. I'm not going to be able to remember it off the top of my head, but it is a absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece, as you guys can see on the screen. Once again, this is a really beautiful piece that would look fabulous even when you don't have it under the black light. But obviously, under the black light adds a little bit of extra mojo. All right. Up next, now this one is marked Fenton on the bottom. Now this is a custard glass bowl, and it is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It does have some sort of opalescence because this area around the edging of the basket is a little bit more translucent. This is a glossy custard. So satin, there's satin custard and then there's non-satin custard. Satin custard obviously has that sort of satin finish. This has more of a glossy finish. And I really like the glossy finished custard pieces. They're just super unique and they just had they just pop. I love this piece because it's like when you hold it in a light, it almost looks green in certain situations. Obviously, you guys can't see that up close in the camera, but I can see it right here when I'm holding it at the light that is shining on my face. So another gorgeous piece. This is a basket and a crimped edge right here around the whole basket, and then the handle is also an applied glass. So what they do is they make the handle and they make the bottom, and then they apply the handle to the bottom. Really cool piece here, guys. Absolutely love it. All right. One of the most popular things right now, besides in the vintage community, is obviously like swung vases are super popular right now, and fairy lamps. So this is a fairy lamp. Okay, so a fairy lamp is two pieces. You'll put the candle down in there, and then this will be your top. This one is hand painted, and it has the blue birds on there. And Fenton has all types of fairy lamps, and they are all spectacular. This one's really cool. I love the hand painted job on there. And it will be, a lot of these hand painted pieces will be marked with the artist's name on the inside of the piece. So here we have a bluebird on custard Fenton glass fairy lamp. So always keep your eye out for the fairy lamps. They are super popular right now. Shout out to my man Harry Humstone. He just found an absolutely amazing fairy lamp. And then I saw Noelle from Farm Girl Scavenger. She also recently sold a really nice Fenton fairy lamp. So definitely something that you guys should keep your eye out for. All right, up next we have another piece of Fenton glass lime sherbet. Fenton glass lime sherbet green custard. This is a toothpick holder. This one's really cool because it still has the Fenton sticker on the inside. The name of this pattern is called Paneled Daisy. So you have the panels, and on each panel there is a daisy. Also a really cool piece. There's so much detail that goes into these pieces like this. It's just super rad. And then whenever you have the original sticker on pieces, it always helps, obviously. Some people absolutely love that. So definitely something to keep your eye out for. And obviously it helps with identifying pieces of glass if you're unfamiliar with patterns and makers and things of that nature. So but this one has the sticker on the inside, and it actually has the Fenton marking on the base as well. Once again, really rad piece. Panel Daisy by Fenton Glass Company in the lime sherbet green satin custard glass. Oh, this one's awesome. Look at this, guys. So here we have a topaz opalescent Fenton sitting teddy bear. Absolutely awesome. They make these in a whole bunch of different colors also. This one does have the Fenton marking here on the rear side of the bear. This one has a little bit of opalescence around the forehead and right here on the belly and the nose. Just really well placed opalescence, and that is a gorgeous piece. I absolutely love it. I mean, obviously I'm a little bit biased because I love Fenton Topaz Opalescent, but this is just a gorgeous piece. Super cool, guys. Look at that. Awesome. All right. Up next, we have the Fenton Custard Satin Bird of Happiness Long Tail. And you could see the long tail there and the bird. And it is hand painted. And the hand painting on this is absolutely fabulous. I want to say, I can't remember which flower that is. I don't think it's rose. I think it's like pink daisy or something like that. But really cool piece here, and it is once again signed by the artist that painted it. I get it to focus. It should be focusing right now. There we go. And this looks really rad underneath the black light because of where all the hand painting is. You got the eyes on there. It has this sort of like textured beak, and then the flowers are also textured too. You guys can kind of see that in the up close picture that's on the screen right now. But a really awesome piece. Once again, they make this in all different colors, all different hand painted patterns. It's definitely something that is sought after. Some of these can fetch really good money. So, and I mean, I paid up, guys. I paid up for some of this stuff, but when you walk into an estate sale, it's 50% off, and you see tables of uranium glass, you gotta buy some, if not a lot. I mean, I bought a lot of other pieces of glass, and you'll see that in a video that comes out a couple days after this. But I wanted to just show you guys just the uranium glass that we picked up this weekend. So, super rad piece here, guys. All right. You guys know I had to get some more topaz opalescent. This is Fenton Glass Topaz Opalescent Hobnail. This is called a footed. I think it's called a footed double crimped vase. I think that's what it's called. Once again, this does not have the Fenton marking on the base at all. Just an absolutely stunning piece of glass. Now this is definitely a piece that's one of the more valuable pieces that we picked up out of all of this stuff. And also, like, I know that a lot of people that watch our live sales love uranium glass. So for me, it was like, it wasn't even necessarily about trying to make a lot of money, as more so as it was an opportunity to get, you know, some of these pieces for some of the people that come to my live sales and be able to give it to them at a good price, you know, because at 50% off, you know, I can make a couple of bucks, enough to make it, you know, worth my while, where I can pay my bills, but also I can kind of give, you know, the supporters of this channel and the supporters of my live sale an opportunity to get some of these pieces a lot cheaper than what they would be able to find on eBay, Etsy, Mercari, or in person in an estate sale. Because the fact that all this stuff is left over at 50% off, you know, kind of lets you know a couple things. Obviously, they were pricing things accordingly to close to retail value. And then also, you know, I just can't believe. I mean, I walked in and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to spend so much money today. But totally worth it because I got some really awesome pieces. And hopefully, you know, most of these pieces will end up in our live sales over the next couple of days. A couple of these pieces I will probably list online. But yeah, really awesome, gorgeous piece. Topaz Opalescent Hobnail by Fenton Glass Company. The footed double crimped vase. Awesome piece. Up next, we have another custard basket. This one is a little bit of a different shape than the other one. And this is the pure custard satin, so this does not have the glossy finish, but it's just such a clean look. Such a clean look. Really elegant. Gotta love this piece. I just love the shape of it. Very, very unique shape, obviously. And you guys will see that on the screen, how all of these pieces glow tremendously. And it's just, I know like a lot of people love to see, and in our live sales, that's why I started off with the show the glow. In our live vintage sales, anytime I bring out, you know, a piece of uranium glass, I tell everybody in the chat to type in show the glow. So that just kind of happened in one of my first original sales, and it's just kind of taken off. So we're going to be working on some over the years merch that says show the glow. So keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, Fenton custard satin uranium glass basket with the crimped edges. Once again, you have the handle that is applied. Just a gorgeous shape. I want you guys to be able to see that shape all the way. Super rad. Love that piece. And last but not least, we have this awesome, super tall flower vase in like this sort of cylinder shape. And should be able to see it in the picture up top. Has these beautiful flowers and peacocks that go all the way around. Well, there's only one peacock, but there's one peacock and then the flowers go all the way around. Just a really nice piece. Definitely has some weight to it. This one, I believe, does have the Fenton marking on the base, but really cool piece here, guys. Awesome. Let me see if I can get you guys the peacock. There's the peacock right there. Super rad. This thing's got some weight to it for sure. Love this piece. When it glows too, it's just super awesome. And once again, the detail that goes into some of these pieces is spectacular. This one has a little bit more value than some of the other pieces, obviously, just because of the detail and the size. And I think you can find this in other colors as well. A lot of the custard satin stuff Fenton did, they did it in the original regular custard satin color. They also did it in the lime sherbet, and then some of the pieces they've done in a blue custard glass. So just something for you guys to keep an eye out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget that we have our live vintage sale. This video will be coming out the day of our live vintage sale. So we do have a live vintage sale tonight, live at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Over the Years. And don't forget that our live vintage sales are more than just a live vintage sale. It is an experience. It's a place for you to kind of come, kick back, relax. We have a lot of fun, great prices, and hopefully, you know, a lot of times too, I try to go over this stuff, you know, that I'm selling so that, you know, people can learn about some of this stuff as well. So that's my goal, is to kind of just provide an opportunity for people to have fun, learn, and get great deals. I mean, I don't think there's anything better than that. I want to thank everybody. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys haven't already. Also, hit that notification bell when you guys do subscribe. That way you guys will know every time that we are going live for a vintage sale. And stay tuned. We got a couple other videos coming out this week of some of the pieces that we picked up this weekend. Also, I'll put a link up top at some point during this video of our last video, which has some really cool stuff in it that we picked up. Some golf clubs, some vintage t-shirts, and a big ticket item that has actually already sold. So super excited about that. Don't forget to check that video out. Everybody enjoy the rest of their day. I'll see you guys hopefully at our live vintage sales. And as always, YouTube, stay classy. Peace.